This is Jeff Flair, part 34 of Jeff Flair's One Man's Opinion, the Vietnam War, and why I lied about never being there. There's a lot of reasons why I lied about it. But to give you a backstory of this thing, 1973, August 21st, 1973, I was trained by an individual by the name of Michael Robert Morrissey that was a covert operative in Vietnam. And he was with the CIA for 10 years. He taught me how to be a bodyguard and trained me. And I was also a bounty hunter with him as well. I was with the FBI. He brought me into the FBI in March of 1980. I did that. I was with the FBI from March of 1980 till May of 1990, when I basically told everybody the federal building kissed my black ass because my man Michael had gotten killed. And I was just pissed off. And I wanted to take everybody out. And my mother, here's a good story. My mother called my father up. She says, you need to get over and talk to your son. He's got 2 guns on the bed talking about killing everybody. So my father comes over there and says, son, what's going on? Well, Dad, they killed my man, and I'm going to go get everybody. And then he says, well, son, you know how many it is? No, I don't. You have any idea? I said, no. So, well, son, it could be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 100. You know you got to kill everybody, right? Because if you don't, they're going to come get me and your mama. You know that, right? So you got to get everybody. And I said, and I hadn't thought about that. I just thought maybe 1 or 2 people, and that's my mindset at that time. And he was right about that. So anyway, I let it go. It's a long story. But anyway, I let it go. And I went ahead and basically resigned, quit, as they say. But in 1973, December 1973, my father says to me, hey, son, how come you didn't enlist? Enlist for what? I ain't going to no damn war. What do you mean? I did. I went over there. I was in World War II. How come you can't go over there? Well, they don't have the draft anymore. They quit drafting in November of 72. He goes, see, you got to be a smart ass all the goddamn time. You look ball this some bitch. He said, you think you bad? You went around here with these guns and all this shit. So let me tell you something. You fuck with these criminals. He said, why don't you go over there and fight for your country? He basically called me a ballless motherfucker. So my mother jumps in the conversation. She said, nah, my son ain't going over there. And he said, well, why not? Why not? You can go over there and fight. I did. She said, look, you ain't got to go over there. I said, no, you know what? I'll go over there. He called me a ballless motherfucker. I said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to go down there. I couldn't go the next day because I had to go do something. I went the day after that to the recruiting office up on Rodeo Road and Crenshaw Boulevard. My mother looked at my father and said, if he don't come back, I'm going to personally blow your head off myself. I told my father this. Anyway, go down to the office, talk to the guy, and he said, well, what are you doing right now? So I'm a licensed bodyguard and licensed bounty hunter in the state of California. So he said, oh, okay, so you can shoot. I said, yeah, I can shoot pretty good. Yeah, sure you can. I said, no, I can shoot. So a week later, actually, we went to a place up in Harbor City, and a friend of his was the guy running the shooting range. So I went up there, I brought both my guns in, because he brought a gun for me. I said, no, I got my guns. I opened up the case, 2 black pearl handle, Purdue black finish, pearl handle, white pearl handle, 45 automatics. Marilyn Monroe over here, Jay Mansfield over here. He said, God damn, where you get those guns? Those look nice. Yeah, man, I know. So I took the gun out, and I usually used the 158 grain hollow points, but in there I used the 125 grain that he gave me. And I just blew the target up. He said, damn, you can shoot. Yeah, I do pretty good. This is before Lethal Weapon even came out. I said, why don't you pull the target back and push the target back a little further? And boom, 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 I blew the target up again. He looked at me, walked right past me, got on the phone, called the Pentagon, and said, we got a guy right here. We need to sit over there right now. That's exactly what happened. And then I remember I was deployed out a couple of weeks later. I didn't even do boot camp. I went straight in because I was able to shoot. And then this government was talking about getting all the POWs out anyway. So I flew in. I went through Hawaii, flew into Southeast Asia, and I had a M16, a water container, a helmet, and a 45. And I'm about 15 feet in the air in a helicopter. So are you gonna land? He said, no, I ain't gonna land. Jump. What you mean jump? What the fuck's wrong with you? You got any advice? No, go ahead and jump. The brush will break your fall. When you jump out, you gotta land and then roll over. Man, I like to broke my motherfucking neck jumping out of the goddamn helicopter stand. But anyway, I did 14 months over there. Met a lot of great people. The people we worked for, the government was fucked up. But it was cigars, it was It was Jack Daniels. We just basically was over there trying to survive. And the reason why I lied about everything is late 70s, back in 79, the VA had a big thing out there at the VA. A lot of Vietnam veterans were there. And them motherfuckers looked at me like I was a piece of shit. You was there 14 months, you was there for a cup of coffee. Man, look at me. I lost my nose. I lost my ears. I lost my eye. I lost my leg. You didn't lose shit. Fuck you. You ain't nobody. So I tell you what, all y'all kiss my black motherfucking ass. And I got up and got at it. And for years, I didn't tell nobody shit. I didn't say nothing. And then in 1992, years later, I was on a bus going to a friend of mine's house to watch the WWE's pay-per-view. Excuse me. Oh, damn, that Jack Daniels, boy, I'll tell you. And I was on the bus going over there to his house. And there was a guy on the bus, black dude, got on there, and he was just basically talking to himself. So the guy across from him said, hey, baby, what's going on? What's happening? He said, man, I just had this job, $100 a night working this club, and $100 a night in 1992 was good money. You know, if you can make, that was 1992. And so he said, man, I told you I was a Vietnam veteran, and he wouldn't hire me. He said, I guess he saw Rambo something, I'm going to trip like him. So 8 months later, when I went and started working the Coconut Teaser, I decided not to tell nobody. And I'm glad I didn't. Because that was just been another fucked up situation to be in. But anyway, when I was working at Rainbow Bar and Grill, I'm glad I didn't, because all the shit I was talking and grabbing people and telling Mario Magliaro would blow his head off and his head off. Shit, Mario would have said, what? Vietnam veteran? Get rid of that motherfucker, fire him now. I can't have him up here. But I don't have to talk about all the awards I got because, you know, in other parts of this series, you already know the story of that, so I'm not going to bring it up again. But like I said, we were over there trying to survive, and I was there. I was there when Saigon fell, April 28, 1975. I left out of there and went to Hawaii for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks. Came back home 1:30 in the morning out of Hawaii into LAX. My mother was up waiting for me, and when I got there, she held me for like 5 minutes. I'll never forget that as long as I lived. And my father said, oh, yeah, boy, I told you you'd be all right. I told you to come back. I just looked at him, man, fuck you. You know what I mean? Okay. Fuck you talking about? But anyway, now I'm proud of being over there. I'm glad I went over there. I'm glad to be able to help bring a lot of guys back, and a lot of them came back. But that was a war that should never happen. 18 years that motherfucker lasted. 60,000, 50,000 men died for this country for nothing. Basically nothing. And in closing, I'm going to just put it to you this way. I was there. I did my time. And you know what? I'm proud of that. I'm proud I was able to do that and help a lot of people and help a lot of people come back. So that's the story about the Vietnam War and me in it, and me lying about it and everything else. But the truth is, your boy was there. He did his time, and he came out okay. I think I did anyway. This is Jeff Flair. That's part 34. Jeff Flair's One Man's Opinion.